folks, Kathy Williams-DeVries here, bringing you another video in my series on the introduction of the keys of the scales of keys for clarinet. This video is aimed sort of more at upper high school, college level. If you're looking for, you're a beginner and you're looking for your first scales, go to my Trinity College series. So what we're looking at in this video is B major and G sharp minor. We're dealing with A sharp for the first time, and also our first double sharp, F double sharp in G sharp minor. So now we're dealing with A sharp. So in that in the top octave for the first time, we've got an A sharp. You want a really smooth G sharp to A sharp. Now, with B sharp, you want to start with the forked B natural, so that you can get to the A sharp rather than having to do silly cross fingerings. You wanted to use this B and this C sharp to get to the D sharp, and up top C sharp to D sharp, make sure that the little finger isn't on for the C sharp. And notice that time I used that F sharp, completely your choice. There's also a little bit of work to be done, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Little bit of work to be done there. Okay, G sharp minor again, we're using this B. Otherwise, and then of course your F double sharp's a G natural. Make sure that, of course, the E flat key isn't on for the C sharp. I use either a G sharp. I tend to like that one, it's a bit better in tune. So we've got the basic scale out of the way. We then look at our interrupted scales. And this is the one interrupted at the fourth in the Baermann, page 14. So there's a lot of work around the B, C sharp, D sharp. Really good work around there. And also really good work around the throat tones, F sharp, G sharp, B sharp, B. Really good to work on those. Now here, going from the D sharp to the B, you will need to slide in order to get to the C sharp, D sharp. Again, you can use this if you've got it, because I recognise that everyone doesn't have this extra E flat key. I recommend that you slide. Make sure that you don't put the E flat key on for that C sharp. You will need to slide between the D sharp and the C sharp. And then in G sharp minor, use the forked B natural. Yeah, so you will need to slide again. Sorry, I know there was a mistake in there. And remember, no E flat keys down for the C sharp. We now hop over to the Klose method, where we do the interrupted scale at the octave. Really, really good exercise. So, E major. Sorry, B major. Let's try that again. I tend to finger that A sharp rather than go for the long one. Now, G sharp minor, you've got a choice. It's written out as a melodic, but it does add in sort of the brackets for the harmonic, and I recommend that you try both. So this is a harmonic first because it's written out. Whoop. And then the way down's easier, it's just the straight scale. Now let me have a go at the harmonic. That's quite a challenge, but it's a very worthwhile challenge. We then come to returning scales, which is just B major. Really brilliant work sort of around the throat tones and upper shallow. So really I would practice the first couple of bars just on its own. You need to slide there. I prefer to end on the overblown B flat for the F sharp. And also really good work between C and D sharp. Watch the little finger. Again, really good work around the throat tones. So we've gotten through the interrupted and returning scales. We now come to the chords and arpeggios, and you do need a few slips and slides here and there. So B major, I don't think it's a real problem. I would fork the F sharp so that you can get to the D sharp. Your choice, but I think it makes it easier. Yeah, I'm really not on the ball this afternoon. But on the way down you will need the regular F sharp, you can get to the D sharp. Now G sharp is a little bit more problematic. You got that F double sharp again. Now here, you will have to slide down to the B. I mean, even if you do use this D sharp to get to the G sharp, you've got to slide again. So just watch me. Or I can't think of any easier way. And again, you need to slide here. Yeah, you just have to slide. And then we come to the broken chords. I would use that top F sharp because you're going to a D sharp. So let me try that again. So from the D sharp, fork F sharp, you can use that F sharp, top F sharp if you wish. G sharp minor, slide from the B to the G sharp, and I used that D flat. Otherwise you've got to slide. It's the only way to do it, really. Slide there. So yeah, sometimes you're just forced to use it. So that's the main scales. From there we come into the dominant seventh. I use the latter half of the dominant seventh as legato practice, so that you can get those smooth leaps, but the rest of it you can use the long A sharp there. I prefer using that F sharp, mainly I use that F sharp, and then can use the long A sharp there. And then long A sharp, yeah, you can use that top F sharp. I don't really like that one at all. So many different possibilities. You really need to find what works for you. We then skip over to Klose, where we do the scales in thirds. So in Klose we've got B major, if I can find it. Where are we going? Because we've got, where is it? B major. There we are. remember I'm using that forked fingering as well. In the minor, it's written out in the melodic, although there is an option for the harmonic. Where are we? Here we are, G sharp minor. Actually, I do believe it's written as A flat minor in the Klose. Very interesting. There is a little bit of cross fingering required to go from the okay, let's have a go. Let me have a go at the harmonic. Let's see. Hard because I'm so used to reading it in G sharp and it's suddenly written in A flat. Okay, so that's a little bit of a challenge set out by Klose. It's written out as G sharp minor in the Baermann though. So I tend to use this F sharp, it's my favourite F sharp. There's not too many dramas there apart from the fact that you're in 5 sharps. G sharp minor. That's pretty straightforward. From the thirds we then go to scales in sixths. Let's skip over to Klose. You can do the articulations marked or you can just slur it. I prefer to use scales in sixths as sort of legato practice. That's pretty straightforward. Let me see if they've written it again as A flat. No, we've written it as sharps this time, so that makes things a lot easier. I did a bit of a slide there. You can sort of slide from the C sharp to the other C sharp and then the G sharp. And you can also do it as harmonic. to you. And then we come across it in the Baermann. I use these for slow practice. I like that top F sharp too. Fork the F sharp so you can get to the D sharp. Sorry, there's an A sharp in there, isn't there? I tend to use that F sharp. Go and fork the F sharp. And then G sharp minor. And again, I'm using this D sharp, otherwise you have to slide and it's yucky. That's pretty much the scales of B major and G sharp or A flat minor. Why I recommend that you practice these scales in thirds, scales in sixths and returning scales, and I said this at the end of my last video, is that these alternative scales really help you get to know the key. Because say you have to sight read a piece in B major, you automatically need to know, which B to use, which D sharp to use, and all the different patterns that occur when you're dealing with, say, the Francais concerto, which starts off in B major. And practicing all these different sorts of scales is an excellent preparation for having to actually play a piece in those keys. So yeah, that's my take on B major and G sharp minor. We're getting towards the ends of the scales. Next one will be D flat and B flat minor. All lots of fun, and then there's only a couple more to go. There's D flat and there's F sharp, so be sure to join me for those scales. Thank you for listening. Hope this has helped. Bye for now.